Tell me about the Bill Houston story where you were flying over and saw the guy in the water.
What's that?
Remember when you were flying with Bill Houston and you saw the guy in the water with the flare?
Yeah.
Tell me about that again.
Here's the story. We were Colonel Captain Major Houston then. We had a mission up in Massachusetts. I can't think of the name of the base right up here. But we had a mission up there for a few days. And Major Houston took us up there with a C-47. C-47, it was equivalent to the airline's DC-3.
Okay.
It was a twin engine with a tail wheel. And when you was flying, we were calling it the Gooney Bird.
Gooney Bird.
That was reference to the C-47. The day came we were to leave Massachusetts. Got the plane ready. All climbed aboard. The other mechanic Houston got in the pilot seat. Newberry got in the co-pilot seat. And I knelt beside Colonel Houston on the left seat, looking at the wheel and the instruments, watching what he does. Airplane started the engine. Taxied to takeoff. Headed down Long Island. I'm watching him fly. And about not more than 5 to 10 minutes, he got it in his mind to look at me and he said,
Hello.
"Did you ever handle a Gooney Bird?" I laughed at him. I said, "Major, are you laughing?" I said, "Yeah, I handled a Gooney Bird. I was sitting on the ramp and I checked the controls. I said, but I never handled one up here." By making that statement, he turned to me again and said, "I'm a little tired today and I would like to give you a chance to see how you can do if I let you fly the bird." I said, "Would you want to do that?" I said, "Colonel, Major," I said, that is a very wonderful question. Do I want to fly a Gooney Bird? I said, "Well, I'm not flying by myself." I said, "You got a co-pilot." I said, "If you think you want to see how well I do while we're going down Long Island," I said, "Do it. What do you want to do?" He said, "I want to change seats with you. I want to see what you can do." So when he made room, said to Newberry, "Hold the controls while I get out of the seat." And I had to move back to let him go past. And as he went past, I went back in again. And I crawled in on the seat, put my belt on, And he came back, and he's where I was sitting. So he got close to me, and he said to Newberry, give the sergeant the controls. My feet on the rudder, kicked it a little bit left, right. I could feel the tail swivel. Moved the controls, could feel the wings go up and down a little bit. And he looked at me and he said, give me a 90-degree off course to the left. In other words, you want to see how I made a turn. I looked at the instruments. There's nothing more you can look at.
Mm-hmm.
I looked at the altitude. I looked at the turning bank. I looked at all the instruments. There's three instruments, 3 above, 3 below. Get your eyes tuned to those 6, and you can tell right away what's happening. And as I went into the turn for 90 degrees, I kept the ball centered on the turning bank. The ball should stay in the center when you do a turn. If you let the ball slide off to the left on the low wing, she slipped. You didn't give her enough rudder. If you put too much rudder on while you got the turn, the ball will skid off to the top. That means you're skidding. But in my control of the airplane, I made a 30-degree bank, looked at the ball, just enough rudder, ball stayed right there. Got 30 degrees, then at the same time, I didn't know that my course, of what I was flying, I had to take 90 degrees off to the left. Once I got around 90 degrees, I leveled off. And he looked at me and he said, that's very nice. He says, now do this. Take me back continuously 180 degrees to the right. I want you to make a right turn. Now I'm making twice the amount of turn. Instead of 90, I'm making a 180. And once I got the plane tilted, kept everything in shape, all I had to do was watch the compass and come up to the number that I was to stop and level that. I did it. Boy, he said, that's great. He said, put me back on course. 90 degrees to the left. Leveled off back to the same number before I took the controls. He looked at Newberry and he said, he did a hell of a job, didn't he? And Newberry said, yeah. It's just like he never knew how to fly the airplane before we thought. He handles it pretty good. I said, yeah, but I don't want to make no landings yet. I never made it. No, we worried about landing. He says, you're good enough to fly the airplane? He said, Newberry, keep an eye on him, let him fly.
Run out of memory.
And keep an eye on him, let him fly. And I'm going back and talk to the boys.